Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We are having a look at your money and career energies for March of 2025, and this is for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So March is some really wild and crazy energy. Of course, we've got eclipse season here. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Virgo, and this is on the 13th of the month. So for you guys, this moon is occurring in your 11th house. Your 11th house has to do with your social networks, with your business networking, and your wishes as well. So this can be where an intention that you previously set, a wish, may come true for you. But because it's eclipse season, it may come in some weird, wildly unexpected way. So the best thing that we can do is stay open and go with the flow and see where something may lead us. All right. Eclipses do bring sudden, unexpected turns of events. We can eclipse things out of our lives, but eclipse things into our lives as well. Virgo does bring a healing energy here for you. And so this can be really, really positive, really liberating for you, especially if you've been had any kind of, negativity or anything that's been kind of going a little bit sideways. This can be that big cleanse and purge for you with the lunar eclipse in Virgo. And this can also have to do with your work because Virgo energy is the 6th house, and the 6th house has to do with your health, happiness, and well-being, but also your daily habits, and that includes your work day. So this can be a time where maybe you really get real with yourself about what you want out of a career. And this can, of course, be where maybe, again, you discover something that you have been hoping for. So stay positive there, Scorpio. The sun is opposing you in your 5th house with this energy, and so it is very creative. So this can shine a light that maybe a creative endeavor, a creative project, or maybe tapping into your creative talents could be a potential money-making venture in some way. So if you're a painter, maybe you sell some paintings, right? Throw them up on Marketplace or something like that and see what happens. Perhaps you can, find a career that does tap into some of your talents, or something that's a little bit more fun. So something where you can do something maybe a little bit unconventional here, Scorpio. So something that's you never really thought of before. We got to think outside the box sometimes, because sometimes that's where our true happiness and our wishes and dreams lie. So we may have that coming in there for you. All right. But we do have a super new moon, a solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. And this is on the 29th. And so this is breakthroughs, bold changes may come in, new beginnings, you name it. And that is happening in your 6th house. So these eclipses can have a profound effect on your money, your potential to make money, improve your financial situation, and maybe even launch a brand new career, maybe something that you never really thought of before. So be open to change. This is retrograde season as well as eclipse season. So, we do have fated events anyway that happen with eclipses. With retrogrades, this can be a revival of something, right? Retrogrades are the re-words. They do get the bad rap, but refocus, regroup, renew, refresh, re-energize, reassess, all of those re-words come in with retrogrades. So if this is really encouraging us to take that step back, to do a little bit of soul searching, check in with our higher self, assess a situation, look at the big picture a little bit there, and see what the possibilities are before rushing into something or making some sort of impulsive decisions that you may regret a little while later, because we do have those retrogrades. Venus in Aries as of March 1st, that is super fiery there, folks. Okay, strained relationships, we can have fights and arguments, And those are never fun, especially if it's about money or if that's in your workplace. It can create very much a toxic environment kind of thing. So again, try and be a little bit more of the conscious observer of things, and then you will know a little bit better when the right time to take action or to communicate may be. We also do have, speaking of communication, we also have Mercury going retrograde also in Aries, and right the day after that lunar eclipse. So be very, very cautious, be very aware of your communications. Count to 3 before you respond to somebody, and also be aware of the technology snafus there as well. Both of those retrogrades will last all through March, but towards the end of March, they will both settle into Pisces, come out of fiery Aries and into water sign Pisces. So it'll be a little bit calmer as we get towards the end of the month. So it's something to keep in mind as we go through our entire month. All right. We've got the strength card here at the back of the deck. So there could be some things going on where you're really going to need to be strong. Now, Scorpio, there could be something that you've been dealing with in regards to your money, or maybe you've been looking for a job or you want some change, and you're starting to get a little frustrated in some way, maybe something not going the way you wanted. Maybe you're feeling really stuck, or maybe something's hitting you out of left field here. So you're going to really need to tap into your inner strength. Be confident in yourself, okay? But I'm really getting the sense here for some of you, this is the strength not to fight back. Take something in stride. Be maybe a little bit more, some people think, sometimes we consider strength as being like forceful, like brute strength, but there is significant strength in being kind, patient, calm, compassionate. And I feel that will be the strength that you're tapping into as the month goes on. All right. Don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution, and be that conscious observer. Because we do want to fight back in the energy that's coming in March. And you've kind of got that little warrior spirit in there somewhere anyway. And we just don't want things to go off the rails. Okay, we want to kind of keep the status quo just a little bit, or just do things in a gentler way, which you will not regret later on. Okay. But the strength card can also really speak to your courage to make change or to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, and this is reminding you how strong you are here, Scorpio. Okay, maybe there's been some things that have been going on where your kind of your confidence is fading away, or maybe you feeling a little bit browbeaten. Whatever it happens to be, it could be about your money, could be about your job prospects or where you currently work now, but it could just be this general sense of you as well. So just believe in yourself there, Scorpio, because you're a pretty awesome sign. You're highly intuitive. Sure, you do have a sting about you, but that's not always a bad thing. Okay. So just be a little aware of that. Okay. So just believe in yourself there. The sun is at, where we go before I drop it. The sun is at the back of the clarifying deck. So the sun can certainly bring out clarity, but it can also restore a sense of optimism and positivity within you. The sun is highly creative. It is the sun rules Leo. So you could be dealing with a Leo person. Maybe someone comes in out of the blue that you might partner up with or that can help you in some way, but ultimately this is you blossoming and shining in some ways. So remember, stay positive, and those miracles and blessings will certainly abound. And this is super interesting though, because the clarifier deck underneath, we've got the sun, right? Fun, joy, optimism, creativity, success, abundance, clarity, all of these wonderful things. And it's the ruler with the strength card of Leo. And so we've got Leo and the sun, right? So a little bit of synchronicity lining up there for you. Now we do have the Page of Cups coming in as your overall energy. Create. All right. The Page of Cups can certainly bring in that something where your curiosity is piqued, or there's some good news, or there's something new on the horizon for you here, some improvements, something that can really put a smile on your face. When we engage in the Page of Cups energy, this is recognizing that anything is possible. You're using your imagination. You're thinking outside the box, all of these wonderful things. So this can certainly be you tapping into your intuitive side, your creative side, and really, believing that your cup is, is half full, not half empty. Okay. But there could be some surprises coming in with the Page of Cups, something that you didn't expect, something super interesting, something super positive. Now, the Page of Cups can also be a person. Maybe someone is delivering some news here for you. It might catch you off guard. Could be one of your children. Hey, out of the mouths of babes, right? Maybe one of your kids says something to you and it just stops you in your track. And it gives you just this spark of illumination in some way, or maybe they have a suggestion on how you can make more money, or turn a talent into a money-making venture. But they could certainly have some sort of influence on you. But typically the Page of Cups really does spark this wonderful dreamer-like energy. And we do need to remember to keep our feet on the ground. We don't want to have our head too far in the clouds, right? We do want to kind of, find that healthy balance between the two. But it does show that your curiosity might be piqued about something good could be coming your way, and we need to be open to all kinds of possibilities. If you can dream it, you can create it, and the Page of Cups is reminding you of that. We've got the Queen of Swords is clarifying this. Now, there could be some very interesting conversation that you have in the month forward. Now, this could be where, maybe you do have something going on with one of your kids. The Queen of Swords can represent that, you might have some important decision to make, or it's just a really important conversation that you have. The Queen of Swords can be where you leave your emotions at the door while you take a logical approach at resolving something. You could be taking a new approach at something here as well. But the Queen of Swords is very wise and incredibly decisive. All right. And so this can certainly be your energy that you have to make some very clear decisions. And you need to stand or sit on your throne of personal power here in this. Now, you could also very much need to put up some all-important boundaries. We all know that we need boundaries, right? It's not news. But we sometimes find that letting our guard down is easier than, reinforcing or, enforcing those boundaries, right? It's because it's like, it's the path of least resistance sometimes. So with the Queen of Swords showing up here, this can be where you really do need to enforce those boundaries or reestablish them for your own peace of mind, and for your own health, happiness, and well-being, shall we say. But with that Queen of Swords, communication really is the key. You could have something very interesting come in, or it can be something that affects the next stage of your life that you're discussing. You might come up with a resolution. There could be some new agreement that's put on your plate. Okay, and whatever it is, honesty and truth, and your ability to really look at something intellectually and logically may really help you in this regard. Okay, we have the Page of Needles coming in here as well. So we got 2 pages. So you could have some potentially multiple opportunities, or again, there's like some curiosity. There can be some new ideas that come in, or some new opportunities that come in here for you here. So the Page of Needles is the Page of Swords, right? So we got the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and we got the Page of Cups. So again, you could be maybe partnering up with somebody with a creative endeavor. Maybe you've got some really big idea, but this does show that you are getting clarity on what it is you want, where you want to go, how you want to resolve something, whatever that happens to be. And you're ready to take action on it. All right. The pages are very curious. They do keep an open mind about things, but they're also not afraid of taking a little bit of action. So this can be where something old is new again. Again, you could get second chances with these eclipses with the retrogrades. But this can also be a result of, a sense of knowing what you want, where you want to go, because you've taken a little bit of a step back, right? And again, that's what's going to help you as we navigate the March energy, is taking that step back and connecting with your heart to make sure that whatever you are doing or saying is going to have the benefit and the effect that you want. Okay. But the Page of Needles, there can be, again, conversation is the key, communication is the key. You could randomly run into someone and get to talking, and all of a sudden something can transpire. Being willing to do something a little bit differently than normal can help you here as well. All right. Now there could be something coming up, something to do with your children. If you have any legal things going on, this can be like, maybe custody battles or alimony separation agreements, things like that can come up in March. With all of these swords in the upright and in your blessings and things, there could be something that might get resolved for you, or at least the communication is on track for you there as well. But we're certainly making some decisions here in regards to our money, and we're keeping our options open. Decisions. We've got the Two of Wands showing up here, also a blessing. I mean, there's some really interesting and beautiful energy coming in here for you, Scorpio. If you wanted to make a little money, again, I think that you might have some sort of idea how to use your talent to make a little bit of money. And again, it might be a little bit unconventional, or it might be something that's fleeting, something that you thought about previously at some point, and now you're reviving a dream. So, think back, right? If you want to make some more money, most people do. If you want to make some more money, maybe it's something you want to do full time or something you do on the side. But again, with this retrograde energy, there could be a revival of something. So maybe you had some big idea, or maybe a little idea that has a potential to grow big at some point, but you might have abandoned it for whatever reason. Maybe you had to take a job for the money because you needed the money or something, right? And now can be the time where it's like, well, I may as well just give this a try again because I really had this really great idea before. Whether it's something from the past or something new now, all right, there's some very interesting creative energy here. Follow your intuition, though. Really pay attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Again, eclipse energy can be weird. It can be very weird and wacky in it. You just never know what really to expect, all right? But I think there can be something that's in alignment with something that you want. Remember, this full moon is in your 11th house of networking, of social groups, of people, but also wishes. Okay, and this could certainly be something coming true or pointing you in the direction of your wishes and goals. But the Two of Wands shows that the world is your oyster, that your blocks and obstacles are clear. The only blocks and obstacles that you have are the ones that you create for yourself. So this can be a global adventure here, maybe you partner up and connect with like a global company or something where maybe you can travel, the Two of Wands. But the possibilities are endless. This is an energy of expansion, but you might be at a fork in the road and you might have multiple opportunities. Page of Cups, Page of Needles can be one opportunity, but it can also represent two of them. All right. Now, just to be very aware, though, that we do have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, while it's not necessarily a bad energy or negative energy, it is in your challenge position. So there is a heightened possibility of procrastination, confusion, living too much in a fantasy, living too much in your head and not enough in your reality. This can certainly bring in an energy of wishful thinking. And we certainly do have the potential to turn our wishes and our goals and our dreams into reality. But we got to get off the armchair, right? We've got to get out of bed in the morning. We've got to do something. We've got to take a little bit of a chance, right? So with the Seven of Cups here shows that you may have a lot of options, okay? Or you might, be kind of contemplating a whole bunch of different things and you're like, oh, my head is spinning. I'm confused. Maybe some fear is keeping you a little bit trapped, or maybe you've, coming down a little bit hard on yourself, whatever it happens to be. Okay. It's a challenge that we need to work through. All right. Because, we don't want to live in an energy of procrastination. We do need to make some decisions. If we have a wish, right? Wishful thinking and a fantasy in your imagination is wonderful, right? As long as we trust in our ability to do something with that. And we've got the Page of Cups here, bringing in your curiosity, your imagination, your creative side, right? And, knowing that you have the potential and the possibilities of opening some doors for yourself or making something a little bit better, whatever it happens to be. But we do need to kind of get out of our head a little bit, or, we need to come back to reality a little bit there. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right. That you may need to face some fears and get out of your comfort zone to do what you want to do. And, again, whether you're looking for a new job, something that's better paying, whether it's something to do with your finances on the home front, right? There's a potentially new or different way of doing things that will benefit you greatly here. We also have the Six of Wands and the Four of Swords. Now, both of these are also in your challenge position. Okay, it doesn't mean they're bad cards. It just means it's something that might cause a delay, something that you need to work through, something that you need to deal with before you can move forward. The Six of Wands is about success and victory and being in the spotlight, but moving forward in a positive way, overcoming obstacles and challenges and being confident in your endeavors. So perhaps Scorpio, in some way, maybe some of you don't want to be in the spotlight or you're a little bit shy. This can also represent that, again, maybe there's a lack of confidence here. There's something that you need to overcome, right? The Five of Wands, you need to overcome so that you can move forward. The Four of Swords shows that you may not necessarily be at peace. The Four of Swords is an energy of inner peace, is of meditation. Okay, and so it could just be that maybe just something inside you here is a little bit unsure, or a little bit, you might be feeling a little bit turbulent, maybe butterflies in your stomach, right? I mean, sure, a little bit of fear is not a bad thing. Okay, but the Four of Swords is also a sleepy. All right, get out of bed. Okay, it's a sleepy energy. We're rest and relaxation. So there is such a thing as relaxing too much. All right, taking things too easy. So if we're wanting to create change, or we want to get something off the ground, or we want to be successful, we've got to get up. We've got to get on the horse. All right. If you fall, get right back up and try again. Right. So, so there can be some fun and interesting things going on, but we need to actually take some sort of action. And I feel like this Aries energy, especially around the solar eclipse, will probably really kickstart something for you. The full moon may be where, yes, for some of you, something can come to fruition for you, but I feel like there's also this healing element that's coming in, this cleansing and purging to set you up for a new beginning and so you can feel re-energized and reinvigorized. So eclipses retrogrades can actually be of great benefit. Okay. But yeah, if we're taking things too easy and there's something that we really want, we want to go for, we can't do something lying down. All right. So you need to work through that. Okay. But ultimately, the Four of Swords is a card of meditation and connection. So maybe you're receiving some sort of messages and you're not paying attention to the signs. All right. You're not paying attention to your intuition. Trust it, my friends. We have the Eight of Cups here as advice from Spirit. It can be hard to walk away from something and to start something new, but that might be what you need to do. Whether it's an old feeling, an old thought, an old behavior, an old pattern, old habits, whatever it happens to be, an old life, it's hard to do that. But sometimes in order to follow our passion, to follow our bliss, to get what we want, sometimes we do need to let certain things go, whether it's something internal, something external. Okay, it is a card of transition, is the Eight of Cups. We're transitioning from one situation into another. But the traditional imagery with this is a guy in a red cape, right? We've got the red cape representing passion and inspiration. You got a red cape, you got a red cape. And traditionally, the Eight of Cups, you got a red cape, but you're moving to the future. You're not looking at the past. You're not trying to hold on to something, the old ways, too tightly, right? You're doing something new, you're doing something different, and this puts you in alignment with your goals and your dreams, right? So all of this can certainly translate into money, into success. Maybe some of you are looking for a new house or something, or, whatever it happens to be, we need to be a little bit inventive and we need to embrace a little bit of new energy. There is something new on the way here for you with the Ace of Cups. I love seeing this one. The Ace of Cups, aces are always a gift from the universe, right? A gift from spirit. It's something new coming in, planting the seeds of intention. And with the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups here, this can certainly be this big message from spirit there that in order to find the new, you got to let go of the old. And so we need to release ourselves sometimes, right, in order to really follow our bliss and find our true path and our happiness. Now, the Ace of Cups can also indicate that if there's been something that's been a little bit wonky with your money, okay, there is this peaceful healing energy that is coming in and is available for you. It can be an olive branch, it can be resolving issues, it can be getting back on the same page as someone with money, it can be finding that new job or following that dream. Okay, whatever it happens to be, it can bring more peaceful vibes to you. It can bring more positive vibes, and certainly can bring in setting the stage for some long-term success and happiness and joy, whatever your situation may be, right? Remember, we've got the sun at the back of the deck here as well. And whenever we get the sun, it casts a beautiful, happy, positive, optimistic vibe on your entire reading. And it is here. So the sun is coming out, all right, to show you your path and to show you your way and maybe give you some clarity over something, right? And you might be in this energy where you got some new employees at work and you're like, oh man, I'm not up for this again. Maybe it's time for me to follow my bliss and find something new. Okay, so there is certainly some very positive vibes coming in here, right? We need to work through a little bit of this stuff, but that Ace of Cups, I love it. So really set those intentions and trust in the new, or trust in the ability to heal and improve. Okay, that could come in somewhere around the lunar eclipse, it could come in somewhere around the solar eclipse, or it can just be about following your heart, right? Let something go and follow your heart. Let's see what else we've got for you. Messages for you guys. We've got wish. Wow, how serendipitous is that, Scorpio? Remember, your lunar eclipse, okay, is in your 11th house. Your 11th house is your house of wishes, okay? So this can certainly be representative of making a wish or having a wish come true. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Needles. All right, whatever you're desiring here with the Seven of Cups, whatever you're imagining, okay, this can be a time where things really can come true for you. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you've got those blocks, then, the universe has a little bit of a challenge, okay, because you're not open. Okay, so ultimately we do need to be a little bit open. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. All right, I will point out, by the way, that we do have a couple of 8s for you. So being flexible and adaptable can certainly be the key to finding your path forward. Okay. Anyways, I hope there was something here for you guys. I know you probably want to see like the King of Pentacles or the 10 of Pentacles coming in as, not necessarily how things need to play out in order for you to find your abundance and prosperity, or make things a little bit better, or do the things that you want. All right. But, go with the flow. You just never know what's going to happen for you guys. But I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate that. It does help my wish come true, and with my channel and the videos to get seen just a little bit more. There's that interaction from you on the videos that makes that happen. So I thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful March. Stay tuned for my eclipse videos, which I will be putting out. They're not out quite yet. And there'll be some more information about the eclipses in there. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.